Good morning, children. Welcome to your moral science class. This is grade 5th, chapter 4. Money saved is money earned. Children, the chapter is going to teach us really great values. Money saved is money earned means it's not about how much money we make. It is about how much money we save. The values are: we should save the money, we should have faith in efficiency. In self-check, it is conveyed the habit of saving is itself an education. It fosters every virtue, teaches self-denial, cultivates the sense of order, and so broadens the mind. There is no doubt in this, children. It is said we should never be extravagant and carefree in our life, because such habits adds on to other wrong habits, like it makes us selfish, careless, irresponsible also. And first of all, the price of greatness is responsibility. So we should learn responsibility, we should work with responsibility. We shouldn't have faith in wastage, and then the habit will remain for the entire life, and we become a kind of responsible, trustworthy, careful, honest, selfless kind of human beings. So let us start with the chapter. The chapter is about a boy whose name is Arpan. Arpan was the only son of his parents. His mother simply doted on him. His mother loved him very much. She gave him a lot of money to spend, and that's why he had become some extravagant. He had got the habit of doing wastage, wasting money and other things also. Arpan's father, Mr. Vikas, was a successful businessman. He worked very hard. He traveled from place to place to enrich his business. He loved Arpan very much, but he didn't approve his habit of wasting money. He wanted to teach his son the value of money. He wanted him to realize that spending and wasting money are altogether two quite different things. He wanted Arpan to realize how money has to be earned, how difficult it is to earn the money, so it should not be wasted. Arpan, father is saying, Arpan, how much is your pocket money for a month? While watching TV, Mr. Vikas asked. It is 100 rupees a month, which makes it 25 rupees a week. Why, Dad? Are you planning to increase my pocket money? Please do so, because it is not just enough. No, Arpan, I am not in the mood of increasing your pocket money. In fact, your mother is giving you more than enough already. I have some other plans for you. And if that works out, I'll increase your pocket money up to rupees 500. Can you believe? Arpan was very happy. What's that? He asked eagerly. I want to see you earning 100 rupees this week. Once you have done that, you will get the extra 500, I promise you. Arpan jumped with joy. 100 rupees is nothing, he thought. And it can fetch me so much more every month. After that, Arpan borrowed 100 rupee note from his mother and walked up to his father. He said, "See, father, I have earned the money. Here is 100 rupee note. Now please increase my pocket money as you promised." "Have you earned it yourself?" Mr. Vikas asked. "Oh, yes, father. That's great," said Mr. Vikas. Then threw the 100 rupees out of the window. "Why did you do that?" "Anyway, what you did with the money is your wish. But what about my increment?" Now Arpan is asking impatiently from his father that what about that promise that you said you will increase my pocket money to 500 rupees after I earn 100 rupees? "Arpan, you haven't earned this money. I asked you to bring 100 rupees that you have earned yourself. I'll give you one more chance." Arpan was confused now. But how can I earn 100 rupees? He asked one of his friends, Kumar. "Well, I think I can help you. My uncle runs a departmental store. You can go and help in the store for 2 hours after school for a week. I'm sure you can make rupees 100 in 5 days because he pays 10 rupees for an hour to his workers." His friend Kumar suggested him to work as an employee in his father's shop. Arpan was happy. At last, he got the chance to earn money somehow. He said, "That's great. Let's go to your uncle's store." Kumar's uncle agreed easily but warned Arpan that the work was not going to be easy as you think. He would have to be on his toes all the time. He would have to be very active all the time to attend the customers. Arpan started his work from Monday. He was tired after school, but the store manager didn't bother about that. He told Arpan to pick up cartons and arrange them in the store. He made him carry different items to be displayed on shelves. The counting too had to be done very carefully. Arpan was not allowed even a minute to rest. The manager was a stern person, was a strict person. He hardly even smiled. When Arpan reached home that evening, he was very much tired. He didn't play cricket, he didn't watch TV, he just went straight to the bed and slept. When the 5th day's work was over, the manager handed Arpan a 100 rupee note. Arpan's eyes sparkled with the feel of his hard-earned money. That evening, Arpan walked into his father's study room and quietly kept the money on his table and looked into his father's eyes. His father said, "So you have earned it?" His father said, once again, threw the money out of the window. "How can you do that?" Arpan almost screamed and ran outside to find this money back. In a minute, he was back. His eyes were moist and face was looking tense. Arpan was about to cry. He has earned the money with a lot of efforts and his father threw away that money. "What kind of a joke is this, Dad?" "It's not a joke. That is exactly what I wanted you to understand." "Well, I'm going to increase your pocket money to 500 because this time you have really worked hard to earn this money. And now you know, my dear son, what it takes to earn money, how tough it is. Now you understood the worth of hard-earned money. I'm sure now you will never waste money at all," said Mr. Vikas and put his arm on his son's shoulder. Arpan was quiet. He had learned a great lesson for the rest of his entire life. His father said, "Take, my son, you have won 500 rupees. He opened his wallet. "Can I start a saving bank account with this money, Dad?" asked Arpan. Now Arpan was completely changed. He had left the habit of a luxurious life and he has become a responsible, a selfless and a careful boy who is not extravagant now. Now things were not the same with him any longer. So the last message the chapter is conveying is, save money today, it will save you tomorrow. I hope the chapter is clear to you. It was a very touching chapter. Thank you, children.